Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the podcast. This episode actually aired live a couple days ago.
So if you want to see the episodes live and earlier, go to twitch.tv/SuperSammy817. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, wait.
Hi.
There we go. Okay, I didn't know if you said something. I was like, oh, I can't hear Sab. But hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Two Bees in a Pod. My name
Yay!
is Sam. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm joined by my co-host.
Hello, my name is Sab, and I use she, her pronouns.
I thought you said Sam for a second, and I was like, wait a second.
Sab, Sabrina,
Sab. There you go. Today's episode, we're going to be playing Would You Rather. Basically, we got a bunch of questions, and some we looked up, some people sent in, and we added to our list. And we're just basically gonna be like chilling and going through the questions and seeing what answers we come up with. Some of them are like more lighthearted, some of them are probably gonna take a lot of thinking, But before we start, I just wanted to comment on something. Not to do with the podcast, but just that's going on like right now in general. As most of us know, Taylor Swift released her newest album. And I don't listen to her music. Or that's a lie. I listen to some of her music. But wait, what did you say?
I don't listen to her music.
Yeah. Like I listen to some of her songs, but I am not a big enough fan to like listen to a whole album in like one sitting, whatever. But I just think it's the funniest thing that as an outsider looking on like Instagram and Twitter and just seeing my complete feed just filled with fuck Jake Gyllenhaal.
I've been seeing a lot of that. I don't even know what's happening. I don't know why it's happening. I'm very confused.
Neither do I. I don't know why it's happening either. But like I don't know the context. I have no clue what's going on other than I know that I think they dated. I'm assuming.
I'm pretty sure they dated, and I'm pretty sure he was like much older than her, and it has something to do with that.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what's happening.
So like as an outsider, just seeing like friends and like mutuals just being like, fuck Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal's a piece of shit. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? But it's just great.
My entire feed is Taylor Swift, like everywhere.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, how do I get rid of this? How do I stop? I have no idea what's happening. I couldn't care less. No offense to anyone who likes Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just don't shove it in my face constantly.
Fair enough. Yeah, because like I'm like indifferent with seeing Taylor Swift, but that's like all I'm seeing now, and I'm like, it's kind of amusing just being like, what's happening?
What?
But yeah, okay, that's just something I wanted to comment on because I thought it was just so hilarious. But anyway, should I start with the question or should you start with the question? Who wants to start with the question?
I kind of want to start off with my first question just because
we're gonna have to give some explanation for it, but we can start off with that question.
Okay, so our friend Katie sent in this question.
Love her.
And basically she was like, would you rather date Katie and Mackenzie, who's another one of our friends, or Sebastian Stan? I don't know about you, Sam, but that's a hard question. Not an easy question for me to answer.
For context, yeah. Well, sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, for context, so I met Sabrina through an acting program in college. We both met Katie and Mackenzie in the same program. And we're all good friends, all love each other. And Katie knows. Well, I don't know if Katie has the same huge crush on Sebastian Stan as we do.
She does. Okay. Trust. That's all we talk about.
So we all have a major crush on Sebastian Stan, which who wouldn't? It's Sebastian Stan. But so that's what makes this question hard. Because I don't know.
I think it's very, Katie, if you're watching this, I think it's very unfair for you to ask me this. I am a bisexual queen. Hello. But I have my moments, you know, and Katie and Mackenzie, well, like any good bisexual, you're in love with your friends. I mean,
no, exactly.
it's just, you know, so like, but like my love for Sebastian Stan has gone on for like over a decade at this point.
Same.
And I met Katie and Mackenzie last year.
Oh.
I'm gonna. Oh, I still don't know. I'm gonna let you answer this first because
what the hell?
I just can't. You go first. You answer this.
Also, yes, The Winter Soldier is great. Love The Winter Soldier. Probably my favorite Marvel movie. Thor Ragnarok is like close, but like just The Winter Soldier, just something about like just the choreography and just like everything and just love it. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm trying to remember when was the first time, because the first Marvel movie that got me into like just watching Sebastian Stan in general was Civil War, because I actually didn't see Winter Soldier, because when growing up, I grew up with Marvel, whatever, but I was full like Iron Man all the way, because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
I grew up watching Iron Man because my parents liked Iron Man, whatever. So I was like, oh, Iron Man, oh my god, love him. And so when Civil War came out, it's kind of funny because like at the time I was like full team Iron Man, and now I'm like the complete opposite. I'm like Captain America all the way. I love all of them anyway, but that was when I first saw like when I first came to realize who Bucky Barnes was, because I remember being in the movie theater with my friend, and I was like, first of all, why is Steve and this other dude like friends, but also like there's something else. I don't know. There's like something
else going on.
something going on over there. I don't know what that's about. But then also I was just like, that dude's kind of hot. He's kind of. Why he kind of?
He's kind of cute though. He's a murderer.
He's a murderer. He's a brainwashed murderer, but he's kind of cute.
It's not his fault. He's the victim. If you say otherwise, we cannot be friends.
He was brainwashed. He didn't know what he was doing. This is turning into a podcast just like, I can fix him. I can fix him. This is also just turning into a Sebastian Stan like freaking just love podcast, but it's fine.
I'm okay with this.
It's fine. Sebastian Stan, if you for some reason see this, I am so sorry in advance.
No, you didn't. You didn't see it.
If you see this, no, you didn't. You turn around. It's fine. But yeah, and so like I first saw Civil War, and then afterwards I was like, "Ooh, who's this character?" And so I looked into the character, and I was like, "Oh my god, I love him. I'm gonna watch other movies." And I watched Winter Soldier, and I was like, "Ow, that hurt. Oh god."
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so the crush on Sebastian Stan that I've had has been going since like grade 8. So I was like, what, like 13, 14-ish? I'm now 19 and it's still there.
It's still there.
So, I don't know though, because Katie and Mackenzie, I love them so much.
My love for Sebastian started out with Captain America: The First Avenger.
Oh my god.
I chose Bucky over Steve, and that's when I knew that my entire life was going down the drain. And then he died, or so I thought.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Marvel ripped your heart out and then shoved it back in.
I mean, it's not the first time that Marvel has ripped my heart and then fucking just crushed it, smashed it on the ground. But yeah, no, Sebastian, God, shouldn't have started with this question.
The whole podcast is just going to be us trying to answer this question.
It's not, I don't know. I love Katie and Mackenzie. Like, I love them. Mm-hmm. I love them.
I would Katie give them the biggest smooch when I would see them.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Biggest smooch.
The biggest
ever.
Smooch. They're also just, like, gorgeous and just amazing people. Just love them with all my heart.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna answer. Ooh. I'm gonna go. Oh god. I'm gonna go with Sebastian Stan. And reason being, because if Katie and Mackenzie break up with me, I'm done. I'm not alive anymore. Goodbye. See ya. Not gonna be here anymore. Hello. Sebastian Stan, if he broke up with me, I'd be like, it's okay. I still love you, but it's okay.
That's true. I didn't think about it like that.
Fine.
Because
but
obviously,
if Katie and Mackenzie break up with me, I'm done.
I would be heartbroken. Exactly. Yeah, no, because if like Sebastian Stan, like obviously, like okay, well there is a little bit of an age gap, but like, well, ignoring that.
A little bit.
But yeah, like if Sebastian Stan and I were to date, I feel like if we were to break up, like obviously it would still suck, but like I feel like it would suck less if Katie and Mackenzie were to break up with me. So I think I'd go with like the same answer as you, more because it would hurt less if it ended.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, that's our answer. Sebastian's.
Caleb. What? Okay, so my friend Caleb is in the chat right now, and Caleb also said, "If Sebastian Stan breaks up with you, you have something to brag about."
So true. But at the same time, but like Sebastian's fans, like some of them, not all of them, it's a great community, but some of them. But hey, publicity, we're both trying to be actors, so like.
Sebastian, if you want to like set something up.
Sebastian, he can't. He has a girlfriend right now.
True. If you, for some reason, break up with your girlfriend and you want to do a little publicity stunt,
don't put this out there. Don't put this.
I'm just kidding. This is all jokes.
It's jokes.
Anyway, okay. What question do I want to ask? Oh, okay. You know what? I'll start with the first question I have too. So my friend Zoe asked this, and she said, "Would you rather travel anywhere with expenses paid, but you have to either travel by car or by boat?" Because if you think about it, traveling by car is probably better, but if you wanted to travel like across the world, you would have to take a boat either way.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
So, like, I feel like traveling in a car is more comfortable, but even if you were to pick a car, you're going to end up in a boat at some point.
You're going to end up in a boat at some point.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, like for example, like if we go to Europe, right? We could just do cars, right? For a lot of just it's not that big. I mean, the countries are pretty.
Boat. That doesn't exclude a cruise ship.
No, I think I'd still go with. I think I'd go with car. You're still gonna end up in a boat.
Yeah.
There's no way you're not gonna end up in a boat, because if you want to go across the world, you're gonna have to go into a boat. But like, I'll drive. Let's road trip time.
Road trips are fun.
Yeah.
But because how I'm thinking of it now is you could go on the most expensive cruise in the world because the expenses are paid for. Because I know I've heard of cruises where they go across like the entire world, like they go to like places in like Europe or I think they do. I've heard of it before where they go like.
I don't know anything about cruises.
They go to. I've never been on a cruise either, so I don't really know. But they go to like Europe and like Asia and like places like all like they go like they don't go to every single country obviously, but they hit like landmarks in like different continents, whatever. Yeah. So like, if the expenses are paid for, you can just get the most expensive cruise and just go fucking everywhere. It also lasts like a couple of months, but still.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Let's do cruise trip. I'm assuming we're going together, right? Like, we're doing this together. We're going. Okay. Let's do cruise ship.
Most expensive cruise ship. Woo! That'd be so much fun.
Don't have to pay for the trip. Do we have to pay for food and drinks?
I mean, Zoe never specified. She just said travel anywhere, expenses paid. So I'm assuming.
Food's covered.
Yeah.
We're gonna get so wasted, dude.
Oh, exactly.
We're gonna... I love that. The cruise ship. Yeah.
And like some cruise ships have like freaking pools with the water slides that go like all around the cruise ship. As a kid, I would see those and I'm like, I want to do that so badly.
I want to go so bad.
Badly.
One day we'll do it.
We
have to.
Yes.
We have to go.
So
yeah.
True. Okay. Your turn.
Okay. This next question, so
I think it's the one I think it is.
so I went to r/would you rather, and I switched it to most controversial. It's not really controversial. It's just
fucked up.
I'll just read it. Would you rather poop in the only toilet at a party knowing you'll clog it, or poop in the bushes in the backyard? Please hurry.
It's
the
please
hurry that drew me to this question. I don't know if there's any like update on like what happened or if this person is okay. I was just curious. What would you do?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Because if you do it in the bushes, there's a chance that people are absolutely going to see you.
No, exactly.
Because house parties, like, it's not just in the house. Like, people are in the backyard.
People are outside, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there. They're going to see you shitting in the fucking bushes.
It's just the please hurry.
Please hurry. I don't know if this person's okay.
Yeah, did they make it out alive?
This is you. Are you okay? Let me know. I'm a little worried.
Which one did you go with?
Which one did you go with?
Yeah. What was your decision there? I don't. Okay. Personally, I would feel more comfortable doing it in the bathroom rather than outside. But the whole thing is, how big is the party? Because if there's like people overcrowding the house, you can easily just brush it aside and blame someone else and just leave.
I'm assuming it's like a decent, like, it's not going to be like, oh, like a get together with friends. There's like 10 people there. I'm assuming like it's a full on house party.
Okay.
I would go with the toilet as well because, one, most likely people are drunk and not even going to friggin' remember it.
No, exactly.
But yeah, like, you can just like slip out and just like blend in with the crowd and pretend like nothing happened. The bushes, people are gonna see. Someone's gonna take a video. It's gonna end up online. It's gonna
end up on Reddit. It's gonna end up.
Chick shits in the fucking bushes.
Like, you've seen, like, what's the run show I'm thinking of? Have you ever seen Ridiculousness?
Yeah.
It would 100% end up there.
Oh, it would absolutely. That show's still running. MTV has like a grip on that freaking show. It's gonna end up on there.
So, either clog the toilet at a party and try and blame it on someone else, or end up on Ridiculousness as you're shitting in a bush.
I'm gonna go with a clogged toilet.
I think if the party is big enough, even if it's not, I'd just be like, you know what, my bad.
My bad.
Sorry. Yeah, because like, yeah, like if the party's big, yeah, if the party's big enough, you can just do it and then just like dip immediately and just disappear in the crowd and be like, oh, the toilet's clogged. I had no clue. That's weird.
Well, what if there's a lineup outside of the bathroom?
Whoa, I didn't think about that.
You could just like look down and run. No one will know it's you.
Or you can just be like, yo, bathroom's broken. I don't know why.
It's not working.
Yeah, you'd have to go somewhere else.
Or you could just blame it on someone else.
You blame it on the person before you.
Someone clogged the toilet. I had to pee in the sink. I had to pee in the sink. Or I had to pee in the... If there's a shower in there, like I had to pee in the bathtub.
Oh my god.
It's clogged. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. It's not my problem.
Oh, Jesus.
Who wants to do shots?
Who wants to do shots? Yo, the bathroom's broken, but I'm ready for another round of you.
Yeah. It's about the lie and then the distraction. You gotta strategize. It's about the lie and then distraction, and then you run.
And then you fucking book it down the street. You're like, never
book it down the street, man.
Again. Okay, well, I guess both of our answers then are the toilet, even though we know we'll clog it. Okay. Okay, this question might be super easy for both of us because I don't know if you drink one of these drinks. But the question is, would you rather, sorry, never drink coffee again or never drink alcohol again? So either I'm assuming basically the question is you have to pick one and the one you don't pick is or no, the one that you pick is the
No,
one
the
you
one.
can't drink again. Yeah. But you can have the other. See, for me,
I
it's easy because I am not a coffee drinker, but you also have to keep in mind, does that include drinks where like caffeine is in it, or like for example, like say like I'll drink like an ice cap from Tim Hortons and it has
yeah.
coffee in it to a degree, but it's not like straight coffee, you
No,
know.
it's still coffee. It still has
Yeah.
coffee in it. Like you can't drink coffee.
Hmm.
I I am a coffee drinker. I love coffee. I work at Tim Hortons. I get coffee on my break, every break. And I also love alcohol. We know this.
Yeah,
Like this is a known
literally
thing
our
about me.
first stream was us drinking
It's
alcohol.
drinking. Like it's a known thing. Like I like alcohol. I love coffee. I love alcohol. Damn it, damn.
See, this question is a lot easier for me, and I'm like, I don't know
For
if Sabrina
you.
drinks coffee or not, so it's gonna be harder for
I
her. But
mm, I like coffee. Wait, does this include like decaf?
I don't know. They don't specify. But I thought decaf was considered a type of coffee.
I can live off tea. Live off tea. I like tea.
So you'll never drink coffee again?
Yeah, I want to be able to, get
Drink
drunk.
alcohol. Yeah, for me it's pretty
Yeah,
easy. I'd never drink coffee again because like I don't
yeah,
drink it.
I
I've
can live
only
off coffee.
started drinking it more as I've gotten older, but even then like I remember one time in acting class, I showed up at like 8 in the morning and I fell asleep at like 1 in the morning. So I was running on like what, like 6, 7 hours of sleep ish. And I remember I was like really tired and I think it was Mackenzie who was like, did you drink coffee? And I was like, oh, I don't drink coffee. And she was like,
What? I know.
what?
Whenever someone tells
I was
me,
like,
especially at
yeah.
this age, when someone tells me they don't drink coffee, I'm like, how are you alive? How are you like standing?
Yeah, I don't like coffee. Like I if I want a caffeinated drink, like if I was to get myself a coffee, I would get like a sweet sugary drink that has coffee in it. Like that's my
I
version
can't
of
do
a
those.
coffee. That's all I can
I
drink when
can't
it
do
comes to
those.
coffee.
My normal order is a regular, which is like one cream, one sugar.
Oh,
Very
okay.
rarely I'll get like a double double, which is like a Canadian staple. But like
Yeah.
I've met people who think like French vanilla is like absolutely coffee,
What?
and they're like French vanilla is too bitter for me, and I'm like,
What? Okay, I'm not that bad. French vanillas aren't bitter at all. They're so good, first of all, but they're not
they
bitter.
are yummy.
That very
No, I
good.
don't know.
I
Whatever. I'll go with coffee.
I
Yeah.
knew someone at when I worked at Tim Hortons like years ago. There was this person who'd always come in. He'd get a medium French vanilla and he'd get a shot of strawberry sauce in it. Like you know the raspberry sauce they use for the frozen
Yeah, yeah,
lemonades. He would get that in it.
yeah.
And I tried it. Wasn't bad, but it was also very like way too sugary. But I was like,
I could. No, 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 no.
but yeah, like
Mm-mm.
I think the only time I remember I got a coffee once, and I think I got like 3 or 4 creams and 3 sugars because I just diluted the shit out of the coffee because I don't. It's too bitter
Mm-hmm.
for me, and I also don't like tea.
Oh, well, I like tea. I like tea. So I could live off tea. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we both say never drink coffee again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Um this next question, I only added this question because of the planning that we're doing to leave this freaking country for like an escape.
Yeah.
Would you rather adopt a British accent every time you're having a serious conversation or laugh every time someone cries? Now, I mean, we've both been doing this where we just like adopt a really shitty British
Yeah,
accent.
we just break out into a really
Like,
shitty British accent and we're like,
and
fuck.
the amount of times that I've said like we can't do this when we go to London.
Mhm.
Like we can't do this. But what would you choose? British accent every time you have a serious conversation,
God.
or laugh every time someone cries.
First of all, like, if I was to laugh every time someone cries, it would be like an ugly laugh, because as soon as someone I like care about starts crying, I immediately
You
start
start
crying
crying?
too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so bad. When I see someone cry, I'm like, like, I gotta keep it together. Yeah. So it would be like a weird, ugly, like cry laugh if I was to laugh every time someone cries. And also, I would just feel so bad.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely been times where I laughed when someone cried, but it was because the person was laughing too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, if someone is like genuinely upset and is like crying and venting to me, like, imagine like, yeah, imagine like I called you in like absolute shambles, just sobbing my eyes out, and you start laughing. Like, I would be so bad. I'd be like, what the fuck, Sap? What is happening?
I'm like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I can't control this, man. But like, a
You know what that reminds me of? I think it was. Have you seen Anchorman?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it though.
So Steve Carell's character, he's very best character in my opinion in that movie. I don't really know how to describe him, but like I'm pretty sure there was like one point where he was like crying, but like and then he's like he starts laughing. He's like no, you know what it was? Okay. He was laughing so hard. So hard that like he just like he couldn't stop, and then he got scared, so he started crying, but then like in the middle of crying he would like go back to laughing and then crying again.
Oh my god.
That's what would happen to me. I'm going with a British accent.
Yeah, you know what? I would feel way too guilty laughing every time someone cried.
Yeah.
So I think I'd go with a British accent. But just like imagine you're in like been married for like 2 years and your spouse comes up to you and is like, I want to get a divorce, and then you're just like, all right, love, I don't really know. Like, break out into a shitty accent.
It's
like,
even worse if your significant other, your spouse, is British. If they're British and you just break out this really crappy British accent and they're upset. Like, are you? No, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna say, are you mocking me? But I don't want the British to be mad at me. Please let me into your country.
Please let us in. We're trying to come in next summer. Only for 2 weeks. Don't worry. We won't be here for long.
You won't be here for long. You won't even notice us.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry. But yeah, it would get to a point where like the people around you are like, is this a defense mechanism to just go to like a British accent?
Probably is.
But yeah, I think I'd probably go with the adopt a British accent instead of laughing every time someone cried.
Yeah.
Just because I'd feel so guilty. Also, I feel like if you adopt the British accent, like obviously it'll get annoying at some point, but like I feel like in the beginning people would be like, it'd be like an icebreaker, like a tension breaker.
Yeah.
Like,
and I feel like people would understand the situation and be like, hey, like I can't not do it. I don't know how to stop it. It's just it's a condition.
It's just it happens. My bad. Okay. This one I found interesting. I don't know if it'd be interesting for you, but I found it very interesting for me. Would you rather talk to animals or speak all human languages?
Ooh, animals.
Animals?
I don't like people. I'm straight up like if I have to deal with someone who's just like difficult and just annoying, like outside of like a professional setting, like for example, I work at Tim Hortons. If I have to deal with like a rude customer, which I have had to deal with, I can't be what like my normal self, which would
you have to put on.
I'm not gonna be nice to you.
Face. Yeah, no, exactly.
I'm not gonna be nice to you. I don't like people. I mean, languages like that's cool, but like I want to know what animals are thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like, this is where it caught me up, because, like, you could be, like, well, one, you could just talk to animals in general, But also, can they understand you is another thing. Because just because you can talk to them doesn't mean they can understand you, I guess. But I feel like they probably would. I don't know. Anyway, you could be you talk to animals. You'd be the only person in the world who could talk to animals that we know of anyway, and that's freaking cool. But then you could also be like the best veterinarian ever, because you could just be like, "Hey yo, homie, what's up? What's going on?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"My back hurts. Like I don't know what's going on." And then you're like, "I got you.
I got you, man.
Don't worry." And you can just like solve like veterinarian cases like that. But
in terms of people though, like you could like it'd be so good like if someone needed a translator, like you could just
no,
like
exactly. Yeah.
hop on a plane
That's what
and
I was gonna
like
say.
you could
Translators
make
make
so much money for
bank.
that.
They make
Yeah.
bank because
Yeah.
normally you have to go to like shit ton of schooling. Like I've taken French classes since senior kindergarten, which for those who don't know like the Canadian education system, since I was like 4. I've taken French classes from when I was 4 to when I was 18, and my French is still horrible. Like, I can speak it, I can understand it, but, like, it's bad. Like, if I was to talk to someone whose first language is French, they'd be like, what the hell? Like, So, like, for me, as someone who also wants to just travel, like, as much of the world as I possibly can, I feel like being able to speak all languages would be like so cool. Have you ever seen those videos? There's this video of this guy. He goes around I think his video's blown up because he went to Japan, I believe. And
Mm-hmm.
he was a what's it called? A student teacher in Japan. I think it was Japan. In an Asian country. And he learned Mandarin, I believe, and he's like fluent and really good. And so he would go around visiting like different like places in like Asia and just
Mm-hmm.
starts fluently speaking like their language to them, and like their reactions was like, because he's like a pale white dude in his mid-20s and he's speaking like their language like fluently. And then he started, I forget which language it was, but he started picking up a language that was commonly spoken, maybe not commonly spoken, but spoken a lot in like certain countries in Africa. And like when he went to go visit, he starts talking to them. And there was one point where this lady like pulled out her phone and started recording him because she was like so in
Yeah.
disbelief. And it's like, imagine being able to do that. Like imagine like showing up to like some random country where they have like a language that might be dying, and then just like start fluently speaking it, and people are like,
That's insane.
"What the
Oh,
hell?"
wait. Does this include like dead languages?
Well, see, that's the thing. It says speak all human languages, so I feel like it probably does, which would be
That's pretty
so
cool
cool.
though.
Yeah.
But like imagine you go to like a different country and like someone's just talking shit and you're like,
You're like,
this bitch.
guess what?
Watch. Guess what?
Guess
I
what?
understood everything and it hurt my feelings.
It hurt my feelings. Why would you say that?
Why did you say that?
Oh god. But like even like
But
imagine the money you'd make by being a translator, cuz you could just basically be a translator for
yeah.
everyone. And if it's dead languages, who's to say you can't go work with like an archaeologist and just start translating shit they find in some like ancient ruin?
That's so true. That would be really cool. But
Mhm.
like if you can talk to animals, you'd get famous. So
Oh,
would you
100%.
make more money being famous for like being like able to talk to animals? Or would you make more money as a translator?
But the only issue with talking to animals is how do you prove it to everyone else? Because they can't understand them. So you could be like, I know what they're saying. And then people will be like, you're crazy, dude. Like, what are you talking about? You know? That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I changed my mind. Wait, I changed my mind. I want to be able to speak dead languages. That's cool.
yeah, even though I would love to be the world's best veterinarian and just like figure stuff out like immediately, I think I'd also go with being able to speak all human languages. Because, yeah, like you said, just being able to understand any language and also like dead languages too, that'd be so cool.
So I feel like vegans would, no offense vegans, but like, you know, like the
Uh
radical
oh.
vegans would absolutely attack you to like
Oh,
go
probably.
to like a no, I'm not dealing with that.
The radicals, by the
Thanks.
way.
The radicals, not like I have a lot of I eat a lot of vegan food. I live a pretty plant-based life, but like I still do eat animal products. Just if you're a radical vegan, like that vegan teacher,
oh yeah.
no thanks.
Also, okay, wait. Quickly talking about vegan food. I eat like just a normal, like I'm not vegan or vegetarian, but like I ate at a place that had a fried cauliflower bowl and like with rice and like other vegetables. Oh my god, it was so good.
It's so good. I love fried cauliflower.
Fried cauliflower.
I make it like with ooh, so good.
It is so good.
It's really good. Yeah. Have you had a Beyond Meat burger?
I've had the one at like A&W a while ago.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
It's like the closest meat substitute burger that I've had that tastes like meat.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Which question do you want to do?
This one. I'm really excited about this one.
Uh-oh.
Would you rather switch places with a spider or a rat? And I have an answer for this one.
What's your answer?
If I get to choose where I am, like in the world, New York. I would be a rat in New York. The chaos, the aggression, they run that city. The chaos and aggression alone, that's my type of place.
Yeah.
I would also, I don't like spiders. And I'm scared of them.
Yeah.
And I already don't like myself. Don't need to be scared of myself.
Oh god. Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm okay.
We're doing great, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, see, like, this is my thought process with it is that like both of them tend to be like hunted down pretty like easily. Like people set up rat traps. I personally, whenever I see a spider, I like kill it right away because, like you said, I'm terrified of spiders. It's gotten better, but like it used to be that like when I'd see a spider, I'd have to get someone else in my family to come and kill it. Because because how I would see it, I was like, if I go up to the wall and smash it and try to smash it against the wall, it could fall on me and still be alive. So no, thank you. I developed the tactic of using hairspray and just spraying the shit out of it with hairspray and then killing it because I'm like, it's a ranged weapon.
A ranged weapon. So are you team like switch places with a rat?
Well, that's what I'm like trying to.
I mean, like in New York, man. Like,
well, no, exactly. Like you could be a spider.
The subways. I saw a video of a rat with an entire friggin' slice of pizza.
Oh, I think I've seen that before too. Just dragging it all on the ground.
There's like multiple videos of like rats with pizza, like different rats. I wonder it might be the same rat.
Maybe he's famous.
It's the same rat. Maybe he's a famous rat. Well, there is a famous rat in New York. It's basically just a guy in a rat costume who just runs around New York.
Scam. Not my rat.
Not my rat. He goes on the subway and like it's. But yeah, I would be a rat in New York.
I'm trying to like. I'm definitely leaning more towards the rat side because yeah, like you said, like a rat in New York, I feel like would be fucking fun. Because like both of them can get like both spiders and rats are like people are out to get them. People don't like them, whatever. But I feel like no
one's gonna come to get a rat in New York.
No, exactly. Like rats in New York, I feel like have a decent lifespan compared to just spiders in general. Because like especially a house spider, like you get freaking whacked immediately. But the cool thing about spiders is that you can.
What is this? The mob?
What? Like whacked? Like, with like I was just thinking like with like a fly like swatter or something. What are you talking about?
The mob.
What?
Getting whacked. That's a thing.
Is it?
Yeah, like.
What is happening?
If the mob's watching, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend. Don't kill me.
Oh my god! How do we go from getting smushed is quite easy for a spider. being a spider. But when you're a spider, you can like walk on walls and stuff, and that's pretty fun, cool. But like also like I feel like I would survive longer as a rat in New York than like a spider anywhere. Although there are spiders that full on eat birds, so
I don't want to think about
maybe
this.
I'll be a
I don't want
bird
to think
eating
about that.
spider.
Do you want to be? No,
Not
see,
really,
but like,
but like I'm like it's a
I feel
possibility.
like I feel like we could do some damage as rats.
Yeah.
And like
We will
I'm
take
gonna be
over a
planning.
restaurant.
That's my plan. We're gonna take over a restaurant and then like use it as like our lair,
Our
and
HQ.
then yeah, and then next plan, take on New York, all of New York. I'm
I
talking all the
wonder.
boroughs. I'm talking New Jersey, talking Staten
Hell yeah.
Island.
Can we
We're
make
gonna
can we
go
make
on
the
a ferry
Statue of
to Staten
Liberty
Island.
our HQ after we move up in the world?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sold on the rat in New York, specifically in New York then, because Sabrina and I are gonna fucking take over New York.
Yes.
You know how like some
Yeah.
towns like have like a dog that's their mayor? Can New
Yeah.
York have a rat as their mayor?
Yep. I
I
feel
love
like
that
it's
so
fitting.
much. Oh,
Yeah.
probably. Okay. I don't know if I should go with a deep question or just a light and funny question.
That was a deep question. We just did
Okay.
a funny question.
Okay. Would you rather lose all of the money you've earned this year or lose all of the memories you've gained this year?
Money.
Money?
Yeah. I haven't earned like that much this
Yeah.
year. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I I I just got my first paycheck from Tim Hortons, which wasn't the biggest paycheck, but like, I think I'd go like with losing all the money that I've made this year because like all the memories this year, I've had like a pretty decent like year for like memories and like going out and doing stuff even with COVID, like especially when like restrictions were lifted and stuff started opening back up. And my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to lose memory of that. That
Yeah.
was fun. I have a lot of birthday events this year
Mm-hmm.
with friends and stuff, and the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't want to. This is a really
The
good memory
podcast,
for me.
us planning our London trip.
Our London trip, I can't forget about that. I'll forget to save, and then by the time we have to like buy our tickets and like book stuff, and be like, what?
What? What are you talking
What?
about? What?
What are you talking? Yeah, I'd go with. I'll lose the money. It's
Yeah.
fine. I live at home. It's okay.
I think I'm in like the same boat too. Like for me it's a bit more difficult because I'm planning on going back to school next year. So obviously
Mm-hmm.
I'd need the money. But also like yeah, cuz like if it was last year, I definitely made a lot. Yeah, see, last year would have been more difficult for me because 2020, I made a lot more money. I made a lot more money last year because I was working a lot, but I also made
Mm-hmm.
like a shit ton of like memories too. Because like last year, if I was to lose all my memories, I wouldn't remember you. I wouldn't remember
That's so
our
true.
acting friends. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have remembered my Twitch account because I
Ah,
started streaming last year. So that's why like last year was more difficult for me, but this year I think I definitely like lose all the money I earned this year because although like there were memories that I obviously care about and like mean a lot to me, there's still I feel like there is less important memories this year than there was last year, but at the same time like
mm-hmm.
I'm very like what's it called? I hold on to stuff a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's my downfall, but sometimes like for example, like whenever people give me birthday cards, like I have birthday cards from like 7 years ago cuz
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like
I keep all of them.
yeah, cuz I'm like it's just the gesture of this person cares about me, they care about my birthday, they gave me a birthday card, I want to hold on to it. Like I have a box of just birthday cards from like I think some of them date back to like when I was in grade 4, right?
Me too.
So I hold on to stuff. And so I think if I was to lose all my memories, I would be like really upset because like some of those things like I want to hold on to. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'd rather lose all of my money I've earned this year and keep my memories than lose my memories.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. That was a nice. That was nice.
Yeah.
That was a wholesome answer. I like that. Right. Would you rather have a 10-inch long belly button that swayed to music, or accordions for legs?
I
I
need
think
time
you
to
might some time.
recuperate. I need a second because we were just talking about our wholesome answers to the last question, and then you're like, "That was wholesome." Okay, would you rather have a 10-inch plug?
Natural.
Okay, what was the question again?
Would you rather have a 10-inch long belly button that swayed to music,
oh.
or accordions for legs?
Accordion? Wait, I need to look up. I've heard of accordion before. I know I've
How
seen
do
them
you not know?
before.
I can't do
Okay, that's
it.
what I just wanted to make sure it was what I thought it was. Okay, how would you? So what? Which I'm assuming like it's like one side of the accordion is like where your thigh connects to your hip, the other side is your foot. So when you step, it's like.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's an easy answer for me because I would rather make fucking funky music with each step I take with my accordion legs and have some weird 10-inch long belly button that specifically sways to music. Like, imagine you're at like a music festival and you're listening to a song and then just under your shirt it's just like
Why under your shirt? I'm taking my shirt off and I'm using that bad boy.
Start fucking spinning
This
like
is
a
a hard
helicopter.
question because, like, if you're walking, you can never walk away from, like, no one's gonna take you seriously. Like, if you're in an argument and you walk away with you're gonna get up and you're gonna walk away with your accordion legs. No
Like,
one's gonna
I
take you
am breaking
seriously
up with
ever.
you. It's like, get your musical ass back here now. We're not done.
What if you're a cop? What if you're a cop and you have to chase a suspect? Or worse, like you have to like go to someone's house and tell them that their like family member died. And then you walk away and it's just
I'm just like picturing like it's like the suspect's getting away.
really fast.
It's like dubstep at this point.
No, but like if you have a 10-inch belly button, like I feel like you could like have some fun with that thing.
I just had the most cursed image ever.
Tell me.
Imagine you fucking like no, I don't want to say it anymore.
No, you have to say it now. You have to say it.
For some reason, when you said 10-inch long belly button, my brain was like, what happens if you tie that into a bow?
That's what I was thinking.
Just fucking have a bow as a belly button.
The end, it would be like a little bow, and it'd be like, you know, like you could put like rings on it.
Ow! No!
No! On it.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
You could put a leash on it.
No! What are you talking about? Stop! Why? Why did you have to go there? Sam!
I had to say it. I had to.
How would you even put that? How would you put a leash on that? It's like a leash of its own.
You would put like a ring on it that you could like put a hook onto. Duh.
Why? Don't say duh. People don't have 10-inch long. I mean, maybe someone does. For all I know, maybe someone does. But still.
I'm gonna look it up. Where's my phone?
Wait, look up the world record for the longest belly button. Watch it be longer than 10 inches. What the? That's okay. Don't take that out of context. Stop!
That's what she said.
No. Oh.
World's
For our audio
longest
listeners, when Sabrina said you could put a leash on it, I was sitting at my desk, glasses off, just wiping my eyes because
Man with the biggest belly button is going viral.
Oh no.
And the reason is insane. Why is that? Hold on. Okay. You continue talking. I'm gonna read this article real quick.
But yeah, like
What?
oh ew. I tried looking up world record longest belly button, and one of the options is world
It's
record
not that big.
longest belly button lint.
World record for longest belly button. It's not that big. There's a picture of it. It's not that big.
It's not that big. Oh, it's not 10 inches. What
Nothing
the
to
heck?
brag about.
Okay.
My
This could be taken
10-inch belly
so out
button.
of context. Why is
Why
my
is he
eye?
squeezing it?
What are you watching?
I'm trying. There's pictures of it. There's a.
I'm concerned. Okay. Anyway, as Sabrina curses her search
I don't want to
history.
read this anymore. We're moving on.
I'm
He
still
was squeezing it. And I just
stop.
I didn't like it. It was squishy.
As belly buttons are. Okay, I would rather have accordion legs, and I see no appeal in a belly button that's 10 inches
I'm going
long.
with belly button. I can do some fun shit with that. I can do some damage with that.
What are you damaging?
If someone tries to hit me, I'm gonna whip him with my.
How long do you think 10 inches is?
Wait, it's not that long.
It's not that. Are you
have...
thinking like 10 feet?
No.
Because 10 inches isn't. Yeah, it's probably like the size of your water bottle. This is gonna be.
Wait, does that include what's the girth?
No, we're getting into. Our audio listeners are gonna be so confused.
You're the one who's making it dirty. This
what do you? You brought up girth, my guy.
Girth doesn't necessarily mean what you're thinking, Sam.
Anyway,
I was the one with a dirty mind.
You are. You are.
Moving on, I would still go with 10-inch. I could do some. I'm not going to specify what I would do with it, but I would do some stuff.
Okay. Anyway, I'm sticking with the accordion legs because I think those are cooler and more interesting. Okay, moving on. Okay, would you rather wake up in your underwear at work, just your underwear, or wake up naked in the woods 20 miles from your home?
Naked in the woods.
Really?
I could do witchy stuff. I'm gonna start a fire. I'm gonna dance around the fire. Are you kidding me?
Fair enough.
You're in your purest form when you're naked. I'm gonna be naked. Witchy stuff. That's it. Done.
I don't know.
Easy.
I genuinely don't know because like
I would be fired from work if I just showed up in my underwear.
Well, to be fair, you didn't show up in your underwear. You woke up and you so happened to be at work in your underwear.
Oh, that's worse.
You could be like, oh, I was working overtime and I got mugged and they knocked me out and I woke up and they took my clothing.
They have cameras literally everywhere.
Well, to be fair, you aren't technically lying because you don't know what happened because you just woke up and at work.
I still don't want people at work to see me in my underwear.
But like but 20 miles, like if I woke up naked in the woods, my first thought is I want to get home and get dressed because just being naked in public makes me extremely uncomfortable. So I don't want to be.
You're in public at work.
No, I know, but like at work, at least you have something on.
Look, all I'm saying is there's pretty much a guarantee that people are gonna see you at work, but there's no like there's a very small chance that someone's gonna see you in the woods.
I know, but 20 miles from your home, like that's really far. Like really far.
Look, I'll get in tune with nature. I'll hunt my own food.
So are you just deciding to just live in the nature? If you just wake up, you're just okay. For me,
yeah.
Whether or not I wake up naked in the woods or I wake up in just my underwear at work, my main goal is to just get home somehow.
Yeah.
So, for me, like this is the thing because where I live right now, there is like woods like right beside my
Mm-hmm.
house that would probably
Lucky.
go for 20 miles. So I feel like if it was actually true, I'd probably wake up somewhere in the woods near my house, but like 20 miles away, you know, because it
Mm-hmm.
stretches out for a pretty long time. But the issue with that is that the woods, like, it's a public like walking area, like there's public paths there. So like I would want to get home, but I wouldn't know how to go about doing that because people will see me just fucking wandering the woods naked. Like, no, thank you. I think I would rather. Okay, but if we're talking about like our jobs right now, I'm saying I would I would rather wake up in my underwear at the job I have now, specifically because I know there's uniforms in the office. So if I just woke up and was in my underwear, I could just beeline it to the office and take a uniform and put it on and then go home.
I can't do that.
You can't do
I
that?
can't do that. No. They literally had to order clothes because they just had like really small sizes.
See, they had clothes in my size. Whether or not they still do is one thing, but at my work, since I work in a kitchen, um we wear chef coats, and the chef
Mm-hmm.
coats we don't take home with us, we leave them at the restaurant, so there's always chef coats there. So like even if they don't have pants like exactly in my size, which even like a tight fitting pants, like if it was too small I'd still wear it if I can get it over my thighs, whatever, I don't care. But they have chef coats like right at the disposal, so like I could literally just wake up and then just run, grab a coat, and then just like look for
Yeah, but
pants.
like Tim Hortons doesn't have. I work in the kitchen and in the front, and we don't have. We don't even have aprons. We don't even have
Yeah,
aprons,
no, that's
man.
true. Yeah, you guys don't
We don't
have
have
aprons.
aprons. I don't want people at work to see me in my underwear. I'm good with this. If a stranger like happens to see me naked in the woods, I'm gonna I'm just gonna tell them that I'm sacrificing things so that they will
So they walk
run
away.
away.
Yeah.
They leave me alone.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So you
Also,
choose.
if they see me dancing around a fire, I'm pretty sure people would be like, witchcraft. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm staying far away from that. Yep,
Yeah.
fair enough. I understand your
Yeah.
answer, but I think I would go with wake up in your underwear at work rather than naked. I also feel
Hmm.
like if someone at work was to see me in my underwear, they'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" But also, you look stupid, so haha. Why are you? Why did you show up to work like this? Like, you know. So it would never be lived down. But like, what I guess my reasoning is, I could grab clothes quickly
Mm-hmm.
at work than 20 miles
Yeah.
in the woods away from home. So
Yeah. All
okay.
right. Next question. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Hmm. Do the horses still have the insane strength in their back legs as duck size as they do normally?
No, I feel like I don't
Cause
think you'd
like,
be like I don't think like one duck-sized horse would have like the strength of a full-size like normal horse.
okay,
I think it would have the amount of strength it would normally have, but like shrunk down so like not as bad to us, if that
yeah.
makes sense.
Cause like,
If
what's
it's a
the
hundred of
goal?
them.
What's the goal here? Are we like fighting to the death or like?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
One
Do you
horse-sized
think you have a
duck.
better chance with 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
See, okay, this is the thing: is that duck-sized horses, like you can boot them pretty quickly. Like ducks, pretty
True.
small.
But there's a
Uh,
hundred of them.
there's 100 of them, so you'd have to have some quick legs and like kick them pretty quickly. Um, and also, like I said, like even if their strength isn't as like isn't as even if they're not as strong as they were a normal sized horse, I feel like their kicks with their back legs are still probably gonna hurt.
Yeah, they're gonna hurt.
And
Bad.
multiply that by 100. But then a horse-sized ducks I feel like can do less damage than a horse, but since they're horse-sized, they're at like the perfect angle to just peck your eyes out, you know?
True.
So that's why I
True.
don't know. Cuz I feel like it would be easier to fight 100 duck-sized horses because they're smaller, but also fighting a horse-sized duck is also easier in some instances because, well, it's a duck. It's not as nearly dangerous, in my mind anyway, as a horse is.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I would want to put a saddle on the duck. I would try to find a way to tame the duck so that I could have a horse-sized duck.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Ride around. Wait, ducks fly. A duck that big?
Imagine just like you have like a radio station and you're like radioing into like the nearest airport and you're like, is the runway clear? And they're like, yeah, go ahead. And they're expecting a plane. You just land with a duck. You're like,
it's like putting it down its legs like very slowly and just like running just
yeah, see, like, yeah, like
I
if we don't have to
do 100 duck-sized horses.
If we don't have to kill the ant, like if we're fighting, but then we find a way to like tame them, like imagine having 100 duck-sized horses. You're like you riding in
I feel like
with just a bunch of mini horses just at your disposal, and they're like, "What's good?"
I don't think that would work. I think you would have to fight the horses to the death, but I feel like there's a chance of taming the duck.
That's true.
I also feel like smaller things have more aggression.
Oh, 100%. Have you seen smaller dogs?
I'm aggressive. Yo, chihuahuas.
Oh my god.
Worst dog. I love dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I hate chihuahuas.
My family has only ever gotten bigger dogs. Like when we were looking at getting a new dog a couple years ago before we got my current dog Sadie. And I was like, I really want to get like an Australian Shepherd?
Yeah.
And my dad's like, too small. And I'm like,
they're small.
I know they're small. My friend has one, but even then I'm like, but they're cute. My dad's like, too small.
Yeah.
So, like, I have a Great Dane. Yeah. I think that goes to show that my family only gets big dogs. But yeah, small dogs.
But like smaller things have more aggression. Yeah. And I feel like horses, when they're that small and they're angry, you're going to have to punt them. You're just going to have to
pick them up like a football and so you can get a field goal.
Yeah. You just gotta, that is to the death. A duck, you might be able to tame it.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of agree with you there. I feel like you could, like, probably easily tame a duck. Get some
I'm
food.
going with duck.
Get some food.
Yeah.
Tame it. Not bread.
Yeah. Not bread.
Not bread.
Diarrhea.
But yeah, I think I'd probably.
Duck diarrhea. Ugh.
Wait, what?
Horse-sized duck diarrhea.
Oh, that'd be disgusting.
I'm not cleaning that up. That's the city's job.
But yeah,
they're the ones who modified the duck. Obviously, it's their job. It's not
the
my
government.
Job. Government.
This is making me break off into another question because I was thinking about it now. My answer for the question we just asked is a horse-sized duck, but because we went on to the topic of dogs, what dog breed do you think accurately represents you?
I don't know.
What about me?
I'm not a golden retriever.
I don't think I'm a golden retriever either.
I don't want to say any of like the dogs that are like really obedient. Like my brother has a German Shepherd. Like he's a good boy. Like he listens.
But they can also be like
really aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't like to be told what to. I mean, I do, but like I don't. Like,
yeah. Like
if you tell me what to do, I'm gonna I don't like it. I'm gonna be like, make me. That is my response.
That mentality reminds me of my dog Sadie. She is so stubborn in the sense that like you ask her to do anything and she just looks at you and she's like, but she's also the most awkward dog ever because she'll walk up to you and then she'll sit beside you and then she'll just kind of look at you and she's like wide-eyed, like staring at you. And then if you go like, because she doesn't like having like air blown on her face, but like sometimes I'll do it because she has the funniest reaction. So like if I even lean my face close to her, she like flinches back and she's like because she's just awkward, right? So I feel like you would be like a Great Pyrenees because they are very stubborn.
I am stubborn. I can be stubborn. I feel like I'm more so a cat than
Mm-hmm.
I am a dog. I'm a
Yeah.
dog person, like I love dogs, but I feel like I'm a cat. Like I want attention when I want attention, but if I don't want attention,
Yeah. No,
don't touch
exactly.
me. You
I'm
know, like
yeah.
I expect food at my friggin' table. Okay? I am the shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see,
So,
I'm the same way where it's like if I want attention, like sure, but if I don't, then like back off. But also like I feel like I definitely have more like dog personalities, if that makes sense. That sounds weird, but like you know what I'm trying to say? Like I feel like I
mhm,
have more of a
not kinky
personality.
at all.
Stop! You were the one who's like, I'm not the dirty minded one. Okay, well now you just fucking went there, Sabrina. Okay, anyway. I I feel like going back to the freaking question, I would be like a Bernese Mountain Dog or a Great Dane, because Great Danes are like big and like scary looking, but they're like huge couch potatoes, and that's me.
I love Great Danes.
I
Every Great
know.
Dane I've met has just been so good.
You've never
Oh,
met my Great Dane. I just realized that.
I know. I haven't met any of your pets.
Yeah, which is like so weird to
I
me
walk
because
through because you live in.
yeah, I live far
God
away.
damn it!
But yeah, okay, okay. Now it's my turn to ask a question. Um, you know what's really funny? One of my
What?
questions was be a dog or a cat, which was asked by Katie. So I guess we kind
Oh,
of technically like answered that question. But
yeah.
um okay. This is my last question. Uh and then you'll do one more, but would you rather give up cursing forever or give up ice cream for 10 years?
Ice cream. That's an easy answer for me. I can't live without swearing. That's the thing. I can control my swearing for certain situations, but I can't do that. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Ice cream, I don't eat a whole lot of. I love ice cream, but like I could live without it. There are like other like I like other desserts more than I do ice
Mhm.
cream.
Yeah.
It's only 10 years.
That's true.
Yeah.
Um I don't know. Cuz like I am a avid Dairy Queen lover. Like I love like
Hmm.
blizzards or like McFlurries, whatever. So like I definitely can substitute ice cream with like other like desserts because I like ice cream, but like I don't fucking live off of it.
Hmm.
Swearing I do all the time.
Yeah.
Like some days I can go days without swearing at all, but
Do
like
that.
some days I swear. Like it's weird for me, it's weird especially cursing because some days I swear all the time and some days I censor myself, but I'm not even doing it purposefully. I just do it sometimes and
Yeah.
I don't know why. Um but also like is frozen yogurt considered ice cream?
I was just gonna ask you that.
Because
Is frozen yogurt? No, I guess not. It's frozen yogurt.
or like sherbet.
That's not. It's water.
Well, no, that's
That's
what I'm saying.
water.
I'm like you could substitute
Sherbet's
ice
like,
cream with like sherbet or like frozen yogurt.
yeah, yeah. I can live with. Yeah,
So,
frozen yogurt is not ice cream. It's frozen yogurt.
yeah.
It's ice cream
So,
like,
yeah, no exactly.
but it's not ice cream.
It's like ice cream, but it's not. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
think I would give up ice cream cuz then if I wanted something ice cream like, I can just get frozen yogurt or sherbet, which are
yeah.
both great. So, yeah. Okay, last question. All comes down to you, Sab.
I have another poop one.
Oh god. Oh, I know which one
Okay.
you're gonna ask.
Would you rather have diarrhea during your wedding ceremony or on your wedding night?
Okay,
I'm
wait.
going ceremony.
So like wedding night, I'm assuming they're referring to like after the wedding.
Party and like after party and like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. But like what's included in like the ceremony? Is that like when you're actually walking down the aisle?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Walking down the aisle, the vows, The rings.
Cause like, okay, I think okay, this is where it's like hard because obviously wedding night for me anyway, I would love to just party with my friends and my spouse and like have a great night, you know? It's my wedding night. We're partying with close friends and goofing around. But then also like the ceremony, like that's also like one of the most important parts too. So like if you were to like if you were to have diarrhea and you couldn't freaking hold it in and you like do it during the ceremony, you shit your pants during the ceremony in front of like all your guests. You have a videographer, the videographer gets that on fucking camera. Like,
You know what? I solved this. I
oh,
think I've solved this. Wait, no, I haven't solved this. Have I? No.
I don't know.
Wait. No.
Waiting.
I was gonna. It doesn't make any sense. I was gonna say you could do what my brother and my sister-in-law did, which is like they had their ceremony on one day and then all the party stuff the next day.
Okay.
But it still doesn't make sense because I was assuming that it doesn't make sense. You'd still have to choose.
You'd still have to choose, but it all comes down to like the specifics cuz I've heard of people who do like the ceremony, like the vows and stuff, just the couple and the priest. You know, or like not the priest, but like
Yeah.
the person who does that, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
um but like yeah, like well I'm pretty sure like when PewDiePie and Marcia got married, they had their ceremony just the two of them. And then I think they did something because they had a video, they recorded their wedding. I remember like I
Yeah.
also remember him talking about it, but I think they did a ceremony by themselves and then they did something that wasn't exactly the ceremony, but like something close to it with friends, but then they had like the after party. I
Yeah, I
think.
was gonna
Don't quote me
say
on
like
that,
do
but
like a private ceremony, even if you just like I don't know, like go to court, sign a
yeah,
contract,
people do
or
that too.
like
Yeah.
whatever. People do that all the time.
Yeah.
So I would still go with ceremony because I feel like you could simplify that process. But
Yeah.
like I can't do it for the wedding night. I want a party. I
Yeah.
want to celebrate, and I don't want to have to worry about diarrhea while I'm
Yeah, see
celebrating.
that's the thing. Is that
And
like
also, what about after the party? You don't have diarrhea for
that
that?
that was also in my mind and I was like um
I know it was in your mind. I just brought it up.
but yeah, cuz like I feel like for me it all depends on how big the ceremony is. Like if it's a
Mhm.
private ceremony with just the spouse, you could be like you could be like a joke, be like, "Yo, man, kind of unfortunate, but like the stomach not working out today."
Yeah, it's not happening.
But we're
But
still doing
we'll get
this.
through this. We're still doing this. We'll get
You
through
know,
it.
for better or for worse, you know. But
It's just like just worse at this point, but it's fine.
yeah,
We're here.
it's
We're
leaning
here.
more towards the worst, but like that's only for now. Don't worry.
Also, like that's like a good test. Like if your like soon to be spouse does not want to have to deal with like you being like having diarrhea, do you really want to marry that person? Do you really want to marry that person if they're
There
not
you
going to take care of
go.
you?
But
There you
yeah,
go. Your
cuz
answer.
I'm definitely leaning more towards like ceremony, but at the same time I'm like if there's like 100 people, I'd be like fuck that.
Then
If it
again,
was
like
just
that's
this
up to you.
yeah,
It's
no
not
exactly.
specified in the question.
But the thing is that you can't plan your ceremony around the fact of whether or not you're gonna have diarrhea or not.
So you just plan it to like make sure nothing happens. It not just like diarrhea, like anything bad happening
That's
that
true.
people could see.
Yeah. For
Someone objecting the wedding, no one could do that because they're not going to be there.
that's true. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what? I think I'd rather have it during the ceremony because then the like what's it called? Like on my wedding night when I'm partying with my friends and my spouse, it's like don't want to worry about that,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'll have to agree with you with the wedding ceremony then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was fun. Fun questions.
Some of them were like chill and sweet. Others were like 10-inch long belly button. Like there was a lot of variety.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in today's episode, and we will see you next time.
I
Bye.